So after a slight delay, we are started here. Lad wasn't quite able to get to 3 players right at the game time, so intending to have this first game as a 2 versus 2, and then the next game as a 3v3. So we've got SUD on the right and Lad on the left. We got Uranus Loki against Uranus Zeus. Take a quick look at the hunt amounts, which seems to be fairly normal for Marsh. Pretty much Marsh is always high hunt. There is a healthy pack of back hunt too. It's very healthy. It's a lot of hunt right there. As far as strategy here, we'll probably see fairly straightforward Uranus and Loki raids early on. I'd think we'd see 8 to 10 Hersier from Loki, and then just the typical Turba, Murmillo, Prometheon from I kill. On this side, again, probably, Skyfire will probably pretty much do the same thing as I kill, you die. Just kind of the typical Uranus stuff. For Zeus, there's a few more choices the Zeus player could make. He could go, really, there's two decent choices he could do. He could just go up with Hermes and do some Centaur raids, or he could go up with Athena and do more of Hoplite, Toxote with Classical Age restoration at some point. So I don't really know what he's going to do. I find it unusual that he has 3 gold and 3 wood already. That seems a little bit like a lot to me. Not sure why he has that many. We do have a pause. I know Sergeant said before the game that he would have to pause for a few minutes at some point. Well, that was a short few minutes. This guy got to be careful, he's gonna die. Yeah, he's dead. So, we have SUD off to a brilliant start. They're leading 1-0 in kills. Yeah, Sergeant with first blood. So we do have some back hunt over here. Even these, while technically, since they're boar, are the middle hunt, even this is a pretty safe kind of a back hunt for him. These, with them being slightly more forward, aren't quite as safe. A lot of pigs, 12 pigs. Everybody's got back gold, so that shouldn't really be too big of an issue. Back/side gold. Let's take a look at the relics quick. Nothing too impressive so far. Board, miss cheaper archers, more HP for buildings. Nothing too phenomenal, I don't think. So Sergeant is upping via Athena, so there will be no, I don't know what's going on here. He is not having any sort of centaurs, obviously, since he's going with Athena. I'm not sure why he's moving all of these guys off of hunt to go back here. It really doesn't make much sense to me why he moved 3 back just to run back here and hunt when they could have just stayed up here and hunt. It's a little unusual. And so yeah, Prometheus, and Forseti, so nothing unusual over on this side. He is going for the 2 temple start, so yeah, just gonna be seeing some early Hersier. Seems to be maybe a little bit of lag going on. Seems like the game's stuttering a little bit. Yeah, Skyfire's got some lag. So he did get the relic that gives him more gold. And then he's also getting the relic that makes archers, trolls, and centaurs cheaper. The centaurs doesn't really matter because he did not go up that way. So we got one Herseer up here and one down here, just doing a little bit of scouting. It doesn't look like Sheltie has used spy yet. At least I don't see it. Okay, here it is. The spy is now back there. So they do know now that they're hunting back here, but I think by the time he's able to provide much pressure at all, the villagers will be done hunting, and we'll probably be back over here somewhere. Sergeant's pack of hunt, the aurochs and deer, is pretty forward, so if he moves these up here next with the spy, he'll probably end up getting in a pretty vulnerable spot. And unfortunately, he's sending all of his heroes forward, which means he has none for the back here. But this one, Prometheus, is almost done, and this one will be dead in a second. Which, that is doing some work there. So now we have another pause. And then, like I mentioned earlier, when he paused, he did say at one point he'd have to pause for a few minutes during the game. Which we were wondering if this is, but when you don't say anything, it's kind of hard to know for sure. So I'm guessing this will be the long pause, which is a little, or maybe not, I don't know. I guess not. Communication is beneficial in any relationship, whether it be online or not. Anyway, so we do have, he's attempting to push through here. Looks like he'll at least be able to push that kill back. So that's helpful, but it really isn't the end of the world because he does have all this hunt back here that he can go to. And alright, he's just safely eating his piggies. Does he have husbandry? No, he doesn't. So he killed the manor and pushed villagers back. I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Up here, Sheltie looks like he is getting pushed back as well, temporarily. He might, I don't know if he's going to go for a rather quick heroic. He's not really too close yet. Okay, he did get a good spawn there with the Valkyrie, so yeah, he's going to have to retreat. And actually, if I were SUD, maybe try to do a double down here right now while they both have the aggression, because really he could afford to send his military down here because he doesn't really have anything really too vulnerable except for these villagers, which he needs to. Okay, he does have line of sight now, so he should move back. Alright, so he did move back. And so he's up here, not really, I mean he killed a tower, but that really doesn't accomplish too much. I mean he killed a tower, it's not the end of the world. And we kind of have an assault up here, killing Herseer while he's got a raid. Shelty's got a raid coming over here. At least, even if he doesn't kill these, he will be able to make them go idle. Shelty did upgrade his towers. I don't think it's really worth it for Skyfire to park under here. And the villagers are forced idle. He should be able just to garrison them out and throw them over here though without much of an issue. Yeah, he needs to retreat. I think Red has quite a superior army. Okay, so this maybe is the pause. There are lots of pauses being implemented here. And we have a shockwave on villagers. One dead. This one probably will die as well, yeah. And shockwave for two villagers. That's not terrible. I don't know why he hasn't sent these villagers over here. I mean, you can easily move them. It's kind of unusual that he's let them be idle this long without moving them around at all. I know right now SUD is technically ahead in points, but I think with this recent aggression here and then down here that Lad is getting the upper hand. They really haven't done anything to touch either economy. Both Shelty and Ikil have had pretty safe economy uses. And we have a restoration along with the shockwave, which forces a temporary retreat. We have Herseer coming up, maybe? Even with that shockwave and the restoration, the army is still quite large. So Green's here to help out, and so is Shelty. A little bit of bad pathing here. They tried to go up here, now they're going this way, now they're going back again. So Ikil is losing quite a few units there due to the bad pathing. Actually that was a good number of units he lost. And now that his army is dead, now Shelty shows up a little too late, and since his army's a little bit faster, he'll be able to retreat without issue. But yeah, as he said, they stuck, which means they were stuck. I don't understand all these pauses. Okay, they're saying this is the last pause, and he needs 1 minute. This is a little unusual. I mean, if you know you're going to be playing at a certain time, wouldn't you make it so that you didn't have to pause during that time? Like, I know the game started a little bit late, but I mean, still, I think you would have anticipated that the game still would have been going on at this time. But who knows? Maybe he has to help his grandmother across the street or something heroic like that. The pause will help Shelty, I'm assuming, notice that these villagers are idle, and probably have been idle for just a little bit. The carcass seems to be somewhat eroded, so they've been idle for a little bit. Well, I guess we can take the time to, oh, I'm player 1, so where don't these work? Maybe, oh, this probably doesn't work while it's paused. I was going to check resources and such, but I guess you can't while it's paused. Looks like Magic is being mean to Golden Axe in the chat. If you'd stop that. Golden Axe is a very sensitive fellow. So, not much I could check. Well, I guess I could check some texts that have been researched. He's got Pickaxe, Husbandry, Hand Axe. He's got all of the initial ones. Oh, Pig does not have any upgrades. I don't know why he doesn't have Husbandry when he's gathering from pigs. He has all 4 too. So yeah, get Husbandry if you're gonna eat pigs. It does help considerably. So Skyfire is grabbing a second town center, and Kills has just finished building his. Right now Kill is really, and well, right now Lad are the ones that are able to safely hunt, whereas SUD are not safely hunting. He, with this town center, might be able to afford eating all of these boar. Should be able to anyway. Maybe just put a wall here, and maybe just one here or something. Okay, so he is back. So we will go in just a second. And my prediction so far is that I think Lad will go on to win this just based on economical advantage. Okay, so he doesn't have much eco. Kill has nice food. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Skyfire is pretty low. Okay, so he is putting a wall in right here. Are they gonna get this in time? It looks like he will. Just barely get it. And, well, he was kind of halted by the wall. So that's rather useful. There's, if he continues, just 1 screen length though, and he's not. Those are some pretty vulnerable villagers to kill. If these 2 armies meet, man, why don't you fight? Yeah, there you get some free shots on the Promethean. Where's Green's army? Okay, there. Oh, we have a very quick flaming weapons. So what he needs to be careful of here is not losing villagers, not fighting actually. Okay, this is not good. He's going to lose this army very quickly as well. There's really no need for him to fight this at all. Like, he can just delay until flaming weapons is done. Like, that was very poor decision to go through there. Like, even if he loses this town center, like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because he does have his other town center. But yeah, that fight might have cost SUD right there. And even now, he's still losing units when his ally is not there yet. So flaming weapons is done right now. He does have Sergeant is doing a good job getting on the. Oh wow, I didn't think you'd actually kill it. So with the town center dead now and most of his army done, don't know if they'll ever quite be able to recover from this. I just think he should have let the town center die without fighting and wait till flaming weapons was done to fight there. Because I mean, you can see that Kill hardly has any of his army here, and with both the SUDs, they're barely even able to keep this back. And it doesn't help that your Odysseus is shooting at Hersier. Because yeah, right now there's a severe lack of heroes. So it's taking them forever to kill the myth units. Like, there's only 1 hero out of all of this, there's only 1 hero. And he's about to die. Yeah, without any heroes. I don't know if he's gotten the Prometheus tech that makes heroes cheaper. I'm assuming no. And we've got just Kill is just throwing his entire army up in here as well, and these villagers are getting killed. So yeah, things are not looking good suddenly for SUD. They just lost a lot of army here that they didn't need to. And then for some reason, Skyfire's not getting any heroes, so these myth units are living it forever. Like, he should at least micro the Terma to kill, like, the hearse here. Yeah, things aren't looking good. Okay, now he made some heroes. These myth units have killed so many units. See, now without proper micro, yeah, he's gonna lose those heroes. I don't think he really has any way to deal with the hearse here now. I don't know if he ever got okay, he did. He must have delayed in getting the technology, which is why he waited so long to make heroes. I don't know, some people are asking still in chat why isn't it 3v3. It's because Lad didn't have 3 players at the start of the game time. Lots of idle villagers, 12 idle villagers there. There are no idle villagers up here. They seem to have all pretty much died. I'm wondering if Shelty is aging up soon. Not quite yet. He is popped. He only has 1 town center, so it doesn't take much for him to get popped. Looks like finally Skyfire is able to hold back on this onslaught, at least for the moment. But Sergeant is in a huge heap of trouble up here. His 4 town centers getting grabbed. He has no army. He has no economy. He really lost a lot of villagers while we were down here looking at this. Like, all he really needs to do is just run up here with this army. Yeah, and there's no way. I mean, he can't even withstand just Kill's onslaught there. So yeah, really the main difference was early on. SUD was forced off of Hunt, and they did no damage at all to Lad's economy, so Lad was able to hunt at will and also had no pressure at all, so that made them just a little more economically sound. And then the other main mistake was when Skyfire fought against the flaming weapons and lost half of his army. That was not good. So this town center is almost down. And this one will be in a minute. They might be able to hold this if he does some good hero usage here. But I mean, he's repairing with 15 villagers. It's close. If he can kill one more battle boar. No. Maybe if he would have targeted the one that was almost dead first, he might have been able to get it. And this town center is going to go down too, so Sergeant is going to have 0 town centers. And that is that one. And I think that'll be game. Assuming that they acknowledge it is game over. Yeah, that quick flaming weapons push just was too much for the SUD team. And you see that Shelty had just gotten tier right at the end too. So that was game 1. I see Magic's